And welcome back to the channel. On this video I'm going to be riding the Lyric Graffiti X, as you see it right there. And there's a couple things I'm going to talk about on this video, and one of them is I'm not going to really talk a lot about it, but I am going to give my Super Bowl prediction, because I'm doing this video actually on the day before the Super Bowl, Saturday, and Saturday afternoon, and so I'll give my prediction on this video and you'll see it on Super Bowl Sunday before the game. But first I wanted to talk about something else today. And so we've had all the talk lately, or lots of talk, including myself on this channel, about e-bike laws and whether you can have throttle on your bike and whether you can have certain speeds on your bike and weights on the bike, how much it weighs and all that. So on this video I thought I would talk a little bit about what to buy if you want to buy an e-bike and stay legal. Maybe you're buying your first bike and you're a little bit nervous about all this talk about what's legal and what isn't. And first time buyer, it can be a little bit overwhelming and all that. So I thought, let's talk a little bit about what would be a safe bet to buy, to look for. So I would say definitely look for an e-bike that has a throttle. Even if you're not going to use the throttle, I would definitely get one with the throttle to give you that option to be able to use one should you want to. And if you don't want to use the throttle, then you don't have to use it. Like in the case of this bike right here, for example, I have a red button right there that when it's pressed in, it's throttle on, and if I take it off like that, it kills the throttle so I don't go anywhere. So you have a choice like that. But I would highly recommend getting the throttle so you do have that option. Should you want to do it. Let's just get by this intersection here. Turning right. So yeah, that's the first thing I would do, is I would definitely make sure there's a bike with a throttle on it. But you don't have to. And the second thing to look out for is make sure the bike is considered Class 2. Now we're talking US here. That's where I am right now, so that's what I'm talking about. This would be different for Canada or Europe or other places around the world. So Class 2, and if you're not familiar what Class 2 is, I'll just quickly let you know that. I'll go over quickly the three classes. So Class 1 is an electric bike that can go up to 20 miles per hour and there's no throttle on the bike. So you do have that option for that one too, that would be legal. Class 2 is the same thing, 20 miles per hour maximum speed, and you have the option to use a throttle or have a throttle on the bike with Class 2. There is a throttle on the bike. And the motor, most states are 750 watt, and some, like here in Oregon, it's 1,000 watt. So, and then Class 3 is changing now. So it's basically, you cannot have a throttle even on the bike in some instances. And I think it's kind of basically, you may as well say everywhere, going to be where you have to pedal. You can't even have a throttle in some states on the bike, like here in Oregon now. Well, they haven't actually put it into law, but it's heading that way, and also California is that way. So I would stay away from any Class 3s then, especially if you want a throttle on your bike. I would definitely stay safe with Class 2, 750 watt motor is the other thing I would look out for. And get a bike that has 750 or less watts. I would go with the 750, and just for the fact that you're going to have a little more power, you know, like for hill climbing and that sort of thing. But that's up to you if you don't want that high of a power. But 750 watt, class 2, and they should have a class 2 sticker on the bike telling you that it is a class 2 bike. And then the top speed will be about 20 miles per hour. Like it could go a couple miles over, of course, if you're going down a hill, for example. And no bike is exactly 20. I don't know how strict they are on being exactly 20. You could probably go a few miles per hour over that, 22 or 23 even. But that's what I would look for with the bike, just to be legal. Now it's up to you whether you want other features on the bike, you know, like added features. But those are the ones to make it completely legal and not have to worry about that as of right now anyway. With laws changing all the time, I have even heard rumblings, now I can't see this happening, but who knows, of going to the European laws where you can only ride, the top speed is 25 kilometers or about 15.5 miles per hour, and no throttle at all. So I mean, it could be worse, it could be that, but I would definitely say class 2, 20 miles per hour with a throttle. That's what I would pick, and 750 watt motor I would choose. And then you have the option to be able to throttle should you want to or need to, or just pedal, or both. I like doing both, depending on the bike I'm riding. This bike is definitely a throttle bike for me. My go-to bike for pedaling is the Ride One Up Cafe Cruiser. I like riding that in gear 8, pedal assist level 3. Nice, smooth, easy ride. All right, I'm going to now switch to football quickly. Now, I don't know how many of you who watch my videos are football fans. I'm more of a casual fan. Growing up in Canada, we have something there a little different. Our football is the Canadian Football League is definitely different than the US. We have 3 downs, for example, and a wider football field, so you see a lot more throwing of the ball than running it. There's a lot more running the football here in the US. So, but I've adopted over the last couple of years a team, and they've done quite well, but not gone to the Super Bowl yet, or not won the Super Bowl yet. Let's just say that. They're in a long drought, and that's the Detroit Lions. But my prediction this year, so it's Kansas City Chiefs and Philadelphia Eagles, if you didn't know. I'm sure you already know that, but my choice, my pick and who I want to win are the same. My prediction is the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win another Super Bowl. Yep. And it's going to be a pretty good game, I think. It's going to go right down to the last 5 minutes, and I think Mahomes will throw a touchdown in the last 5 minutes. And I think Kansas City's going to win the game 31-24. That's my prediction. And maybe put your predictions in the comments here, and we'll see if anybody gets the score exactly right. That'd be kind of awesome. So that's my pick. Kansas City's going to win another Super Bowl. So that's going to do it for this video. So I wanted to get out and let you know a little bit about anybody that's apprehensive or a little bit, nervous to buy their first e-bike and worried about what's legal and what's not with all the laws. Stick to a 20 mile per hour, class 2, 750 watt with a throttle, and you're good to go. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, thank you very much. Just hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified as to when the next video comes up on the channel, just hit that notification bell. And if you want to comment on this video or any other videos that you've seen on the channel, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. Once again, thank you for joining me on this video. And until next time, be safe, enjoy the football game, and keep your wheels on the road. See you later.